ఓం శ్రీ వెంకటేశాయ నమః. వెంకటాద్రి సమం స్థానం బ్రహ్మాండే నాస్తి కించనాత్. వెంకటేశ సమోదేవో నభూతో నభవిష్యతి. That means it is from Varaha Purana of the 18 Puranas by Vedavyasa. It means there is no sacred place more sacred than Tirumala, Venkatachala, in the entire universe, not only on this planet. And there is no God equal to Lord Venkateshwara Balaji, either in the past or in the future or in the present. Such a great God and the most sacred place on earth, this Tirumala. Lord Venkateshwara is the house god for billions of Hindus. And it is most unfortunate thing that such a bad news came with regard to the temple, that adulterated ghee has been used in preparing the famous laddu. And I will tell you about the rice varieties also, which are being offered to the god every day, prepared in the temple kitchen. This adulterated ghee is proved to be having animal fat and plant oils in those in the list of ingredients, lab tested, and it is the most poisonous impurities in the ghee. The Agam Shastra says only pure ghee from cow's milk is to be used to prepare prasadams to be offered to the god at different timings of the day. So, since last 5 years, there has been a decrease in the quality of the laddus, the taste of the laddus, the shelf life of the laddus. And I had been complaining about this to the then executive officer and the then board chairman about this, and also about the quantity of prasadams prepared to be offered to the god. We have got a separate manual called Dittam, prescribing the quantity of prasadams to be offered to the god on different times of the day, on different occasions, on different festivals, and on different days of the week also. But this was not followed, and it has been changed according to the will and pleasure of the officers, without consulting the Agama experts like me or hereditary priests like me. And I was also complaining about these things. And they were changing the food offering timings also to the god, according to their will and pleasure, to satisfy some of the VIPs and all those things. But nobody paid any attention to my pleadings, and I was doing a lone fight. But after the government changed, these things surfaced, and a lot of people were complaining about the quality of laddus, along with the quality of food offered free to all the devotees also. So the government took a serious view of this, and then sent the ghee for lab testing, and the results came out, which were shocking, horrible, and very, very distressing to the devotees, that the ghee has been adulterated. So now the government has taken steps to purchase pure ghee from state government dairy farms and prepare prasadams, laddus to be offered to the god according to the Agam Shastra.
How was, Swamiji, as you said, this purchasing pure ghee from government dairies was the practice followed in this temple? But what suddenly changed that the tender of KMF was refused, and then some private vendors were called in for this procurement of ghee?
Maybe some discrepancies in the tendering systems, or in the deals, in the pricing, and all other things which the previous administration was not happy with. So they changed the local suppliers, local vendors to supply ghee which has been adulterated. And because, of course, local vendors, they look only for profits, and they never bother about the quality or standards. So that's how it happened. And even then, the state dairy farms were complaining. We were giving pure ghee, and you were saying the price is high. Well, pure ghee is always higher than adulterated ghee. So now it is back. The state dairy farm is now supplying.
So basically, I'm asking that ever, like you and your family being associated with the rituals for decades and more than
For
decades,
centuries.
centuries in fact, you ever heard such kind of controversy related to the temples?
Never, because I myself has been in the service of the Lord since 1974. Even before I finished my doctorate, I never experienced such type of apachar being performed, being committed in the temple to the God, because the God gives us food. He is employing us. He is giving us bungalows. He is giving us cars and every facility. But He is our boss. So to the boss, we must give the best of the best. The Agam Shastra says, give him uttamottamam. The best of the best you have to give him. You have best of the best clothes or jewelry or flowers or fragrance and food and the processions, festivals, everything you should give him best of the best. But instead of that, you are giving him adulterated ghee for preparation. That is because the officers have no faith in Sanatan Dharma, no trust in God, no respect for ancient traditions and rituals, and no respect for our festivals. So that's how it happened.
Swamiji, you said that you time and again you have complained. You have already brought to the notice of the officials that things are not fine. Would you call it as sabotage? Because you said that despite the reminder from people like you who are Agama advisor to the temple, they were not listening to this. So would you call it a sabotage because they were doing it purposefully?
As it appears so. It appears so because it is a deliberate act. It is not an accident. Because accidents occur only once, but not for 5 years continuously. So it is a deliberate thing they have done. And there are so many opinions going on about these things.
Now this apachara has been committed, Swamiji. Then what is the way out now? How we have to purify the things to
Yeah, we have Agam Shastra, which lists out all the so many varieties of apacharas to be that has been performed, that occurred in the temple, and the relief measures, how to purify the temple. See, there are so many things because if the processional murtis are taken out in the procession, when a raindrop falls on the idol, we have to do a Varsha Bindu Patana Samprotshana. And at the same time, if a death occurs inside the temple, it's called Shavapatana Samprotshana. So like that, even you do some correcting measures if an insect falls on the light on the lamp and the lamp goes out when you are doing puja. So you have to do some rectifying measure. So that type of list is there. So we have to sit with the Agama Pandits of different temples of our own system. Our system belongs to Vaikhanasa Agama. So those Pandits, we call them from different temples, famous temples, with a lot of experience and knowledge. So we have to consult them and then decide what type of purification procedures we have to undertake.
You mentioned about Sanatan Dharma and protection of Sanatan Dharma. Would you suggest a kind of body which take care of not this temple but across country temples which are part or they are the iconic Sanatana temple? Somebody taking care of whole temple, the rituals, the process, protecting Sanatan Dharma.
See, the administrators or the members of the trust boards, they should we should be very carefully select them so that they have respect for Sanatan Dharma, they have trust in God, and they honor the Agama rituals, Agama sciences, and then they must take care of the poor devotees visiting the temple. They must provide them with all the facilities for their stay or for their food or for their darshans and for their prasadams. So they should be service minded. At the same time, they should be philanthropic also. At the same time, they should have a lot of unmoving trust in God. And they should believe that they are here to do service to the God and to the devotees.
What advice you will give to this current Chandrababu Naidu government to protect Sanatan Dharma, temple, Tirumala Tirupati Devasthanam, as well, and if given a chance, you will come back and serve God?
See, in Bhagavad Gita, Lord Krishna says, Achara paramo dharmaha, dharmasya prabhurachyutaha. So, any temple, we should respect the achara, that is the tradition. Every temple has got different traditions, depending on the climatic conditions or the geological situation of the temple, and so many things. And so that every tradition of every temple should be protected, and that is our Paramadharma. That is our most respected dharma. So the government, the state government, should take measures to appoint such people who have respect to Sanatana Dharma. At the same time, they must take the advice of the hereditary families which has been doing service in the temple for centuries together, and maintain the temple in such a way that it is the sanctity of the temple, the fame of the temple, and the grandeur of the temple is protected, and they should try to improve on whatever it was before, and then hand it over to the coming generations so that they will also have faith in our Sanatana Dharma.
For exclusive and insightful videos, subscribe to our new channel ABP Live Premium.